Hey y'all, happy Monday, happy Labor Day. I hope everybody that works hard is taking some time off for themselves. I'm currently outside of the gym. I'm about to go get my workout in. Just because I'm clocked out and not working doesn't mean I ain't got to put in work in other areas, okay? But I wanted to talk about a message that came and a series of events that came after church yesterday that came right on time. So my pastor, bless his heart, he's very structured. He likes to focus on series, topics, things that he likes to discuss. So this series recently that he started at the beginning of August is dreams. So the sermon yesterday and the altar call, he called us all up front if we recently have felt like our dreams are not going to be able to come into fruition. So I was kind of battling. I said, do I really want to go up there? Because I do believe in my dream. But I had to be honest. I've been overwhelmed recently because I've been doing everything on my own. So I went up there, of course, and got filled with the Spirit, and things just got back into place. So with the rental property, I have a setback right now. The city of Atlanta County, Fulton County, they have a different legislation than Cobb County. So for the windows, the permits are in place. They have to apply for them, and that prolongs the project. So my goal to get someone in September, it's delayed, so I have to wait. But that doesn't stop the dream. So what I've been doing in the meantime is just working on my primary property, getting that ready so that I could go into my next goal, which is to live in a luxury apartment with my daughter. And I'll admit to you guys, it's been a challenge, in the last 2 years. Well, not really, but yes, because I've had to revamp my dreams. So my husband and I, we both had individual dreams that contributed to us as a unit, and we have both accomplished that. His dream was to get his stuff situated with the VA for his disability and buy us a house and move to Georgia. He did that. He achieved that. And then he had a whole bunch of other stuff he wanted to achieve. Mine was to get my master's degree, climb the corporate ladder, lose weight, and I do want to have another baby, and I also want to get one more degree. I'm not going to tell you guys what, but the people that are close to me, you know what my goal is, to hit that C-suite. So you know what type of degree I want. But, with him passing, the dream kind of got deferred a little bit. But that's okay. When he passed, I came up with a new idea. I said, all right, I got some new responsibilities. I got to start making some smart investments. So what am I going to invest in? Real estate. So I became a real estate investor after he passed. And I did want to include someone that became very special to me in my life in that dream. But that ended up not working out. And so now I'm back at the drawing board again, because that person, I really factored them in. I really saw them as a operator. But I also told myself realistically, I said they're either going to be an asset or a liability. I just didn't expect for them to be a liability. I thought they were going to be an asset. But that's okay. So like I said, you're back at the drawing board. You're picking yourself back up. Your setbacks are just preparing you for your next comeback. And that's where I'm at. So my friend, we hung out. We had some girl time yesterday. And her reaction, seeing what I was doing, made me feel even better. So I took her to Costco. That's where I always like to go to grab some things for the house. Then we went to the place that I'm trying to move into, and she saw that. She was like, I see this for you. This is you for sure. You work from home. If you're going to be in confined space, you should be confined to this, because this is beautiful. She was so excited for me. Then I took her to my investment property and showed her all of the progress, and she said, wow, I can't believe this, because she knew me before Alex passed away. Our kids are friends. We met when Alex was here. So she saw Alex. She saw what kind of man he was. She saw what I went through. And she was just like, you are, this is very inspiring. And I want you to keep at it. And then I just was explaining to her how emotionally, mentally, I can have all of this strategy, right? I want to do all this. I want to achieve all of this. But emotionally, I've been broken, girl. You guys forget I got grief. things that I'm dealing with. I haven't had support. Like, I lost a whole husband. I lost a relationship. I miscarried a child. Like, you know, like and then I'm doing all of this now on my own after I had such a solid partner in my husband. Like, girl, this has been an adjustment. And when I broke it down to her like that, she said, I get it. I would be overwhelmed too, but try to look at what you do have. Try to look at what you do have. People would like to have problems like this. Yes, it's overwhelming. I can imagine it. But she said, but you got two places to go that you can call home. You got a good job. You got goals. You're a good woman. You bring a lot to the table. You're going to be okay. And I was glad to hear that. I needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, we're adults. I'm hopeful. I'm a Christian, but I'm also an adult. And, you know, as adults, we always like to stay in reality, stay rooted in reality. And sometimes we don't have time to dream, but it's good to dream. It's good to maintain those dreams because that helps you sustain the hope and the faith. You have to be hopeful. You have to want more. You have to want abundance. You have to believe, you know, and you have to dream big. Our God is big. Don't limit yourself. And that's why I said my life is limitless, because I do have goals for myself. And so, you know, I'm going to keep at it. I'm actually going to tour the place again that I want to move into. This is my third time going in this 1 week because that's how inspired I am to be in this place. It is so beautiful, has everything I need. And I feel like that is the next chapter in my life where I need to be in order for me to gain what I want. You know, y'all know I want to be married again, have another kid, but I need to be in a good space first for myself. So that's a part of the dream and I'm executing it, but sometimes it does get overwhelming. We just got to remember that we got God on our side and God is working with us. And always have our village with us, right? So I know that was a lot, but let me get at it. It's Monday, got to put that work in, you know. That's a part of it, right? If I'm going to have this baby, I need to be healthy. I can't be lazy. And but anywho, all right, you guys have a good one. Happy Labor Day again. Bye.